and my 15-year-old was there to speak upon himself and to let the judge know, that he doesn't want to get adopted and he wants to come home to mom. How long does that take, or what does he have to do, or what do we have to do in order to get him home now?
I'm attorney Vince Davis, and I'm on with our co-host Aaron Carranza. Aaron, we're coming to the end of the show. You want to take one last call?
Sure. We have Valerie from Arizona. Valerie, do you have a question? Ask our story to tell.
I have a question, two questions actually. So my case started back in March of 2020, and I already gone through my 12-month review. And I recently had another one after my 12-month review. I recently had one on the 26th of May. So, we're all thinking, that we're going to go through our reunification, because reunification was originally set for March 30th of this year. So, since it didn't happen then, we thought it was going to happen on the 26th of May. But it didn't happen, and my 15-year-old was there to speak upon himself and to let the judge know, that he doesn't want to get adopted and he wants to come home to mom. How long does that take, or what does he have to do, or what do we have to do in order to get him home now?
Okay, so you're in Arizona?
Yeah, I'm in Tucson.
Okay, so I'm licensed in California. I'm not an Arizona attorney, so I'm going to answer that question as if you were in California, okay?
Okay.
All right. So when is your next court hearing?
My next court hearing is set for August 24th.
Do you know what type of hearing it is?
I don't.
Okay.
I've actually spoken to you before about my case already, and it's just like it's a really big mess up thing, and once in a while I still talk to Georgetta.
Okay. But here's the thing. You can't be confused about this. We're talking about your child or children, right? And you can't tell me, hey, I'm confused. You need to talk to your lawyer. Okay?
Yes.
You need to get unconfused about the situation so that you guys can come up with a strategy.
Mhm.
Witnesses, exhibits.
Yeah, and I did follow that, because you did give me that advice the last time, and also to change my judge. I tried doing both things, and they told me that at this point I can't change neither one of them. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. Only because it's Arizona law.
Right.
But that's something you definitely should be talking to your attorney about.
Oh, yeah, I have, and it's just getting nowhere. And, at this point, I'm also looking for a new attorney, but at this point, I've lost, looking for one, because since they told me that at this point it's already really far into the case and that I can't change my judge or my attorney.
Okay, so you might not be able to change your judge, but you can change your attorney. And you are going to have to, go on Google. You're going to have to let your fingers do the walking through the yellow pages. You're going to have to call, and call.
Yeah.
Until you find someone that can help you in your area. I think you mentioned Tucson or wherever you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have been reaching out to your guys' I think it's called Roblox or Rob something. I forgot what it's called, but there's this other place that I've been calling, and just literally just looking for another attorney. Another question I have really quick.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you.
I know you're in California, but if I know for a fact that placement told my 15-year-old actually that her mother was just recently got out of prison due to drug trafficking and money laundering. What can we do about that? Because my 4-year-old is with this one lady that she's not a relative, and she's barely going to get her foster care license. So at this point, I'm just really confused about all of that because I thought they had to have the foster care license already. But she literally, confessed to my 15-year-old that her mother was just recently in prison. And from my knowledge, I know that they're supposed to do background checks on every adult just in the household.
Okay, what's the question, though?
My question is, what can I do about removing my 4-year-old and my 13-year-old, my 14-year-old from this lady's house, knowing that her mother she's a danger, how do I say it? It's not safe for them to be around her. That's what I'm trying to say.
If you have evidence that they're not safe, other than, you got to have more than a gut feeling, right? You should file a complaint, right, at the state or local level. But, you should get your children with a family friend or a relative. And that's something you got to talk to your attorney about, how to do that, or the best way to do that. Yeah,
I actually mentioned to him, literally 5 minutes before the court, I told him, remember to please let them know that she's not a relative, and I want them removed from there. And he said, okay, I will let the judge know. But then he didn't even mention anything about her not being a relative. It's still on paperwork. It's still saying that she's a relative.
Well, let me tell you what the Vince Davis strategy is. You make a list of 25 relatives and family friends. Doesn't matter where they live. They can live in California. They can live in New York. They can live in, London, England. Doesn't matter. Make that list. Names, address, telephone number of people that could, I didn't say would, that could take the child or children. Give that list to your attorney and also email it to your social worker.
Okay, at my first meeting, when my case first started,
2 minutes.
They actually asked me for 25 people, and I wrote them down as well as the lady that asked me for them at the time. She wrote it down as well on the board, and neither one of those 25 people, have my kids right now, and there's actually 5 people on that list that are willing to take my kids.
Okay, Valerie. Valerie, hold on. My engineer told me we're running out of time. Listen.
Okay.
Make the list, email it to your social worker and to your attorney, and tell them, I want my kids placed in one of these homes.
Okay.
Email it so there'll be a record.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I email everything and record everything.
Hey, Valerie, I want you to call back in 3 or 4 weeks. Let us know what's going on. I want to thank you for listening, and thank you for calling in and sharing your story about your case.
Thank you so much. You have a good day.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Aaron, we've come to the end of this show. Anything you want to ask me real quick before we run out of time?
Can you give me the details about you're talking about people being a captain in their area for a protest. Can you give the listeners more information if they didn't hear you in the beginning of the show?
What we're going to do a Facebook Live this week a couple of times. I'm going to tape it. We'll play it a couple of times this week and get this thing rolling.